FACEIT TV, and of course we're diving straight into the second map. It's Inferno. Exile5 picking up the first map. Can they repeat history again, or will Streamline prove too difficult?
Well, I think one thing to look out for Exile5 certainly here is the team play coming out from them. They were so good, especially on their T side, about selling those fakes. Not often you see teams put a lot of players over towards that B bomb site and then move all the way slowly back over towards the A site, selling those fakes really, really well. As we still have yet to decide who starts on which side, and Exile5, I think, the whole complete package. Whereas Streamline, we saw some good moments out of a few players, but as a unit, I don't think they were always completely there.
Yeah, the mind link's not quite perfect, but it seems they're fairly good at fighting with knives, because they've been able to pick it up. And they'll probably opt to take the CT side, of course they will.
Yep. Inferno, one of those maps though where it's not unheard of to see the T side win something like 8-7. It can really go anywhere between 8-7 to the Ts to somewhere like 11-4, 10-5 to the CTs, dependent on how well you are at communicating together, how good you are at rotating, and how strong you are on that T side about getting those entry frags on the sites. Of course, putting players towards that B site, going for a quick pick, can be really effective.
Here's the thing to think about. Exile5 are like a tactical SAS unit when it comes to getting those entry frags. They're breaking in through the windows on bits of rope and just blowing everyone away. So if they can keep it up in Inferno, it's going to be beautiful to see.
Yep, it certainly is, as we are now live with the pistol round. And Streamline, are they going to play one player towards B and stack A? No, it looks like it's going to be pretty standard. 2 players towards B, as zewsy going to start things off with a rush up towards this second mid area.
Yeah, they're going to slow it down, put it into a different gear, just back off a bit, and all group up. Just take their time working their way into the atmosphere. The bombs there, they're going to be spamming away, making their presence known. They're saying, fear us, because we are coming into your apartments. But will they go big here, Hoss, or will they get completely shut down?
Well, you can see the line of defense across the map coming out from Streamline. As Ferg gonna smoke and flash in here. Moey's gonna come across a few players. Gets 1 headshot, gets 2. Gonna get the 3rd here. He ran out of bullets, in fact, giving Destiny time to recover from the flashbang, but it's big or nothing.
That was so unfortunate for
him.
him.
It really was.
Yeah. What a letdown. He cannot be happy with that one. Just that time in the little dink when he went for the shot. Well, of course, now then picking up the first round, this is going to be easy peasy for them as they opt to get a couple of SMGs, a couple of cash builders. Going to be building a little bit of money against Exile5 that have just got to force up, just get those Tech 9s, try to do as much damage as they can. They've actually got full armor across the board, though. So they might be able to do something with this round. These Tech 9s proving to be very strong guns in the current meta. So here they go with the push onto Arch, and they get the first pick, but can they keep up the momentum now?
Yeah, it's going to be deoxiDE they need to be extremely careful of here, because he is rotating around with that MP7 in hand, and this is what we're on about. Those Exile5 fakes pushing all the way up and then falling all the way back.
And this is beautiful, because look at it, they've sold it perfectly. The CTs are just falling straight into their pieces. Exile5 have just pulled off a criminal mastermind level heist here. Everyone's so confused about what's going on as they slowly make their way up Banana. Be greeted by just 1 CT to try and defend it.
And really nice play here from Destiny as well, making his presence known with that MP7 that's been picked up. And we can see that it forced deoxiDE to rotate all the way around, as now it's going to be 3 versus 1. Mob picks up 1 with this M4A1. Gets 2, in fact, from deoxiDE. This is essentially a 1v1 for now, but you'd like to think that Mon is going to come out on top, and he does so, as it's just Dizzy left all the way on the A site. Could pick up an MP7 and just save this. It's probably the likely move here. He has no reason to go for this at all.
He does have armor and, of course, head armor. There's no reason to lose that Tech 9. The MP7, he could use it for something, but he's going to just poke around, stick his head in, see what he can get. But there's a cheeky flash, and, of course, only a few bullets there to take him down. He was very low.
Yeah, I'm questioning that one a little bit, because now he would have a good amount of firepower in comparison to the rest of his teammates. He was only on very little health, so could have saved it, gone big this time round, but instead went for it, decided to get the cash from the round loss instead. Streamline now take a 2-0 lead.
let's see if they can keep this up, as they're just doing beautiful play right now. I mean, Exile5 have been selling some amazing fakes, but they've been on the ball when it comes to locking down the sites. But once again, very aggressive play onto Banana. Everyone's charging up.
Just so you know, guys, they're going to start 3-0 on a new server after this round, so you might have a short break after this round.
All right, guys, off this round, we'll be coming back in, but let's see how this one's going to go. Lots of bullets spraying all around. Beautiful play from Mont there, picking up the 4K.
Yep. As we're just going to change the server real quick. Team's having a little bit of trouble with this one, so we're going to switch it over, and Streamline will start with 3 rounds to the good, as that's exactly what they've got.
So it'll just be a little bit of time, and then we'll be back in. Shouldn't be too long at all for you guys. It'll be interesting. I mean, Streamline playing fairly well on the CT side. The pistol was a bit iffy, but they locked it down fairly quickly, and now the Ecos, of course, have gone in their way, as you'd expect. But do you reckon they can really keep it up now when we see the first couple of buy rounds?
Well, that's where Exile5 started to become very, very dangerous. And Streamline without an AWP here, well, with Streamline with no AWP, well, we'll have to see how they set up on that new server, because this round, of course, is not live. So should they get that AWP, then we could see some really good holds coming out from the CT side. But otherwise, Exile5, we know their T side is strong. With those AKs in hand, they can really do some damage and look to get their first round on the board.
Because that's the thing. It's like, as we were saying earlier, it's the entries that are just crazy. So
yeah. But I believe we're going to go to a very short break, guys. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you in just a few minutes.
But she said, trust me, these are the stories we will tell. As I stood frozen, infinite, I almost fell. But I got a feeling and my heart starts beating, a sudden rush of feeling alive. This is freedom, and I won't change, I won't phase out. I know.
is fleeting, you say. When I grab your hand, you turn away. We chased after the sun and the fading light of day. Watch the broken shot slip away. Hold me close till I hit the ground. Never know that the only sound is my heartbeat like a hummingbird. Hear my heartbeat like a hummingbird, like a hold me close till I hit the ground. Never know that the only sound is my heartbeat like a hummingbird. Hear my heartbeat like a hummingbird, like a
Almost there, people. Backup has been loaded.
You still won't look me in the eye. Are you afraid you'll fall into the darkness that's inside? Close my arms are open wide. Hold me close till we hit the ground. Never know that the only sound is my heartbeat like a hummingbird. Hear my heart
Like a hummingbird.
like a Time is fleeting, you say. When I grab your hand, you turn away. We chased after the sun and the fading light of day. Watch the broken shards slip away.
Like a hummingbird.
To Boston, lives in a world she's lost in, victim of compromise. He's staring at her Aberdeen heart, London eyes, Glasgow bones. She's whistling the catacombs, a paradox. He's in the statue in a marble block. He's in love with the girl that time forgot. She just shakes her ears. She's falling too far with salt in her scars. Won't let it taste her tears. She's falling too far. The girl that time forgot. Wasted moments, full of potential that torments an angel in disguise. But he can see your Aberdeen heart, London eyes, Glasgow bones. She's a whistle in the catacombs, a paradox. Oh, he's in love with the statue in a marble block. He's in love with the girl that time forgot. She just shakes her ears. She's falling too far with salt in her skies. Won't let it taste her tears. She's falling too far. The girl that time forgot. That time forgot. The girl that time forgot. You let her go, catacombs. You let her go, let her go, catacombs. You let her go. She just shakes her ears. She's falling too far with salt in her scars. Won't let it taste her tears. She's falling too far.
guys, we're finally back with some more Counter-Strike action. Exile versus Streamline, map 2.
Yep, it is going to be Inferno, and we've already seen Streamline take a 3-0 lead before we had the delay. They won their pistol round, able to capitalize on it as well by getting those early 3 rounds, but now we're going to be heading straight into the gun round where Exile5, they're going to have these all-important AKs, those one-shot headshots where they'll look to do some damage.
And that's the thing, if they can keep up the form from the previous game, those ridiculous entries, time after time, if they can keep that pressure on, this is going to be so hard for Streamline to batten down all their hatches and really play out the long game.
Yeah, it really is. But then again, on the flip side, you've got Streamline. Once they get that economy going, we know they have some very competent opens in their mix. teddyt and Moey, very, very good with those big guns. If they're able to just hold their angles, get those picks, then they could really stop Exile5's momentum.
That's true indeed. They are very good at just completely blowing away the opposition. And we've seen them, they favour both styles of play. They can go really aggressive if they need to and then just lock it down as if, say, like your Guardians. Yeah,
certainly so. As we are now back into the game, finally.
Here we go. Let's see how this one's going to play out. 5 AKs and 4 M4s. The battle of the ages is ready to go down, boys. 2 in second mid, 3 of them just going to be chilling out around mid. We've got a little bit of a banana push here coming out from Ferg. Wants to try and work out what exactly he's going to be up against. deoxiDE lurking around B site, trying to work out what he can do. Sticking his nose in. Finally, the T's begin to work up mid, getting a little bit more control now. They've realised they can push things a little bit. Streamline playing fairly defensive right now, not going for anything aggressive at all. I mean, they don't really have much reason to in a round like this. Fair bit of damage across the board has been had for Exile, though. Everyone has taken a little bit of damage. They've been a bit tagged up, but it won't be too much. And here go the nades. Will they go big here, Hoss?
Well, the answer is no. teddyt's going to drop 1. Not able to find the second frag there, however. Destiny pushing through that molly means that he loses more of his valuable life. Over, has to look away from that flash, but playing behind the wall of smokes, has an angle looking in. teddyt forces them around quad. Destiny is going to spray out, makes his presence known, but is this just easier for Nova? I think it might be. Destiny in the middle of nowhere now, very, very exposed to 3 players, gets taken down, and that is now 4 rounds to 0 in the favour of Streamline.
Yeah, they are playing very strong, and they basically should get another round for free, because Exile5 are going to have to go for the Armour Tech 9 play, maybe. And that's all they'll really be able to afford. Just going to be opting to pick up a couple of P250s and 1 flash. Fairly smart of them. There's no reason to waste any more money than they need to. Streamline just going to go absolutely huge though now, because there's no real opposition. They can just completely mow down Exile and get a few bits of extra cash.
As they're going to show some presence towards Banana with these P250s, but Mon is ready and waiting. Not sure he spotted Ferg here, jump across. He is going to spot him now and gets the frag. That's a very nice headshot for him. Means that Exile now only have 3 players after Moey finds a frag as well. That nade isn't going to find anything in mid, however. X5 certainly pushing towards this B side. deoxiDE though gets zewsy, meaning it's just Dizzy and on ofnu left.
Let's see if they can go do some damage here as he's boosting atop that smoke, seeing if you can spot anyone's heads peeking from coils and such, but unfortunately this time around he won't be. All he'll be greeted by is a bullet straight into his brain if he keeps dabbling around so close to these CTs that are absolutely furious, spamming away through that smoke, and they're able to take down ofnu. Attempt to just back off, trade out that Glock for a P250, but it was in vain as he gets shut down there by Mont.
Yep, as Exile now, they have a lot of money to play with. Are we going to see them pick up the AWP? They're toying with the idea, they're not too sure just yet. Nope, it's going to be a full-on AK buy, and the exact same for Streamline as well. Their bankroll is pretty healthy right now. They can grab an AWP whenever they wish, but deciding to stick with the all-automatic rifle setup just for now. Exile don't know this, which is why they're being super cautious towards the top of mid right now.
Yeah, not going to be trying any aggressive plays at all this round. A little bit of banana control there from Exile5 as they creep up. zewsy trying to work out what he can do. But look at this over at mid and second mid. A lot of aggression now. They're trying to do as much as they can to put the pressure on. to let Streamline know that they're here, and they're going to be doing some real damage very soon as that Molotov goes flying into apartments. It won't be burning anyone today, though.
Not just yet. As we only have around 50 seconds left now in this round, with Exile yet to commit themselves to a site. Only now are we seeing destyDE move down. Moey spots that one coming out. Is going to back away. Allows destyDE to get a good angle here. 35 seconds left now, and they're going towards this B bomb site. They're going to be 4 versus 2. If they get this first entry, then the player in dark should be easy to pick, but deoxiDE is the key man here. Now we're seeing the rotation round as well.
Yeah, that's the thing. 3 CTs going to be trying to defend the site. The front line infantry, the men that have to go big here. It's all about the numbers game as teddyt burns ofnu straight away. He is down and out. Monty tucked in a beautiful angle. He can go absolutely huge, and there he begins to do so. Gets one, but that's all he's going to get today as his teammates clean up the rest. Lovely textbook play there by Streamline, just blowing away Exile5 at every opportunity.
Yep, 6 rounds now, and Exile5, they can keep buying here if they want. They are getting enough money in, and they are going to do so. They have these AKs, and it's only destyDE that has frags right now. Everyone else 0-0-3. Oh, it is brand new server, so since we've come back.
Struggling to get those entries at the minute since the first buy. Things may change though. We saw this happen in the previous round. Streamline do seem to get a bit of a buffer, and then they just break themselves somehow. So if Exile can do that once again, really put the pressure on. It's going to take a while though, due to the vast amount of bank that Streamline have already made. This nade could do a bit of damage if he waits just a few seconds longer. But he's going to opt to just put it back in his pocket. That's probably fairly smart, as it wouldn't have done much where the T's were. Now they're more of an opportune position, but it doesn't do a lot at all. Around 10 damage across the board to 3 players there.
Yep, as now the smokes and mollies and flashes come on through. deoxiDE with the counter flash. He's going to be able to pick up one. That's the bomb as well. That's 2 for him. And now they correctly get the smoke going down. Mon, though, is on this site. deoxiDE rotating towards coils. It's going to be 4 versus 3 after zewsy did drop teddyt. deoxiDE should spot this player out here. Does so. Gets the headshot. Then Henry is going to force ferg to push on up. And he gets taken down very, very easy for Streamline here.
Streamline are looking very crisp right now, hitting all their shots. You can tell they're feeling very confident. Exile5, on the other hand, not so much getting stuck in these awkward situations and all the bottlenecks, especially around B site. Once again, they're forced into an eco though, so what are they going to do with this one? 1 Tet9, the rest being P250s, 2 flashes, actually 3 to try and get them in somewhere. Couple of hot flashes, they might be able to pick up a couple of kills, get a few weapons off Streamline. That's all they really want to do this round, and get the bomb down if they can.
Yeah, Moey is going to find 1 frag. deoxiDE drops zewsy elsewhere as well, which means we just have 3 P250s left for the Exile5.
He's in a nice angle here. If they do go charging out, he should be able to mow them down. Ferg in a very opportune position to just get blown away. And here it comes. It's from Moey. Turned his back to him. How unfortunate, Nova, with the nade there onto destyDE, blowing him out on the server.
And now Exile5, they can't win this half. We are seeing them pick up this AWP, though. It is going to be onto Dizzy. Let's see how he plays. Streamline still sticking with these rifles. If it's not broke, there's no reason to try and change it. Where is Dizzy going to go? Is he going to go for a quick pick towards B?
This could be very big as well. If he can get a massive opener here. Actually, it's ofnu to find the opener. Through the wall, blows away teddy. Bits of wood stuck in his corpse there. He shot through that window. The upside over on Banana. Just making presence known, tapping down, saying, don't push here, boys. We're ready and waiting. Over on mid now, though. The push is getting ready. Everyone's feeling fairly confident. But will they go huge? Will they be able to get the entry onto the A site? They'll only be greeted by 2 people to try and defend it.
Streamline also used all of their smokes up here. They just have flashbangs and incendiary grenades, which means this is going to be extremely hard for them to try and defend this A site. We do now have the rotation round though. The bomb still at the bottom of mid. Ferg picks up the frag onto Moey. Dizzy gets one as well, meaning we just have 2 players left. Make that one in Mon, and he's the guy over towards B, and this is what we're used to seeing from Exile5, very clinical, tactical execution of the site. But even so, Streamline, they have a ton of money to still work with.
Yeah, they've got far too much money. They're you know, getting offers if they want to do an episode of Secret Millionaire.
Yeah.
They're saying, hey guys, do you want to come on the show? You've got a lot of money. You can help rebuild an orphanage. He should really be trying to pick up a few frags, but he's going to be playing safe. That's fairly odd. Actually, we do see some aggression from the Tizo. They might be walking right into his trap. It's not really worth it, though. They don't want to be losing those guns because they won't be able to buy in the next round if they do, really. Or they might be able to, but they don't have a lot of cash, really. It's not worth it. Ferg sneaking up behind him, being very sneaky. Will he catch sight of him? Yes, he will, and that's terrible for Ferg being shut down there, losing that AK. Can he find himself a second kill? Here's the footsteps of zewsy, but he doesn't have the time to kill him.
Yeah, there was no real need for Exile5 to try and push the Streamline player there. It was a lot riskier for them to do it, and rather than just to wait it out and happily just get their cash. But they have got the round on the board. Now all they need to do is keep themselves from losing this one. If they lose this, in my eyes, they're probably in a worse position than they were at 8-0, because then they'll have to start rebuilding their economy again, because especially with Ferg dying at the end there, means they are very, very fragile. They are smoked off at the top of mid. We're going to have the two Streamline players in, Mont and deoxiDE, doing exactly what they did last time round, with the smoke just peeking up above. Moey does tag destiny down. Now going to fall back and tuck in on the site.
So the pincer play there coming out from Exile5 as they get into every nook and cranny. They're ready to pounce on that A site. But will they be ready for the opposition? The free CTs lying in wait. Apparently not, as Nova gets the first frag there. The headshot onto ofnu. Can Ferg retaliate? Yes, he can. Pop in the head of Teddy. This is big now. It's all go, go, go over on the A site. 4 players ready to spring at any given moment. As we see, they actually opt to back away here. They don't want to overcompensate as the CTs have begun to rotate off the B site. So you can get the opener here onto B. This could be huge.
Yep, they are 2 versus 1. This is what we saw from Exile5 on Mirage as well. They'd put a lot of resources into one site, then split them, send 2 players going back. Only now we see in the rotate come in zewsy. They need to get this player in dark. They're checking every one of their angles, and zewsy will indeed get that frag. This will lead to the bump plant rather swiftly. There it is.
Straight into jungle though. deoxiDE, he's there. He wants to do some damage, waiting for his teammate. That's the smart play. Here they come. The Mexican standoff, 3 CTs versus CTs. Who will come out on top after the dust is settled?
deoxiDE does get flashed. Ferg finds 1. We're now 2 versus 3. deoxiDE, and it's Ferg to actually finish things off with a triple kill. Really nice solid stuff from him, and that's now 2 rounds on the board. Right now, Exile5, they'll look to probably get 3, 4, 5 if they're extremely lucky more on the board. Streamline, we could already see the rounds starting to take their toll. Moey down to a mere 350, teddyt on 900. The rest of them sitting quite pretty on around 5k, but even so, Exile starting to do the damage, and deoxiDE getting punished heavily there, missing that pick. Gets taken down.
Kagan proved too much for him, it slowed him down. He just got blown to pieces. This boost here from Dizzy. He's lucky he might be able to find a frag, but will he be lucky? He's in it to win it. Not this time, it seems. Unfortunately not. Aggressive play onto apps there by ofnu. Wants to try and get an opener if he can, see if he can spot anyone. But it's teddyt still just holding on, just locking it down, waiting for any opposition. And here comes that opposition. 3 Ts ready to go. That smoke will deter him for a little while. That's a nice play.
Yep, again, Exile getting ready to execute on this A bump site. teddyt is mollied away from his position to get the perfect angle. There's a smoke there as well. We could see a duel on the B bomb site as well here on Banana, as the players are getting very close to each other. And zewsy, which means this B bomb site is now completely open. They've killed the 2 B players, deoxiDE and Mont, I believe it was. teddyt now also falls on the A site. They're finally going to be aware of this, rotate out of A, and they have 20 seconds to try and get across the map. Is this doable?
Have to be quick on his toes, but he should get there indeed. And there's only 1 CT left now. He's tucked away in pit. Just going to be holding it down, the 3 Ts. Mid control there, just so they can lock it down just in case. And the two going for the bomb plant. He should really be trying to get a few frags here, though. He doesn't have head armor, but it's not important. He's going up against AKs. It's not going to matter too much with something like that. But look at this aggressive play from the T's now. They know he's still somewhere on the A site, and they'll be trying to find the frag onto him. Can ofnu do it? He sneaks around the truck looking for him, catches sight of him, but unfortunately this time ofnu gets nailed to the truck by Nova. Still holding it down, but look at this aggressive play now. Everyone's just sprinting at him. They want to take him down. They know where he is, and they know he's low. He's been battered about a bit. Will they be able to put him down, though?
Seems like he should survive here unless Destiny is going to catch him. They're making a lot of noise. Destiny gets taken down. Very sloppy. Once... I don't know. I think both players were right there, just letting him live and trying to peek him, but they should have both peeked at the same time.
Yeah, time just wasn't on their favour at that point. That is unfortunate for Exile. But even though they will still be able to buy, the situation look a bit shifty though. They go rocking around up mid. Now look at this. Finally, the economy of the CTs is starting to break though. It's starting to not get as stellar as it was. If the rounds do keep going like this, they'll be back to pistols. zewsy aggressive play up and on. Just spamming at card just in case anyone's there. Trying to tuck in and be a sneaky little B. And Teddy locking down mid in case we do see any aggression from the CTs, as once again we have 3 players there. Ferg just spamming away, and 2 of them getting ready to very aggressive into apps. Well, he's in a prime position to get the kill if they do push out a boiler though.
Yep. Destiny is trying to go out here. He is going to smoke off arch side. Gonna flash as well. This is a position you can only use once. Maybe if they don't spot him here, he can do some serious damage, especially if they all peek at the same time. Flashbang does go out. Pretty sure he just spotted him. He did. They try and get the AWP pick, but Teddy T's Molly is going to do some damage, as is his M4 to Destiny. And now we're seeing the bomb rotate back down to be the second round in a row, as it's just these 2 players left. It's Mont and deoxiDE on this site. They are the 2 members that need to hold this. They've smoked out 1 player, but Mont gonna be strong. He finds 1, finds 2, and that's the round that Streamline needed.
Yeah, that is good. Streamline still on form, still locking it down, batting down the hatches now. 9-3. Things are getting close. Money situation's starting to look a little bit better for Streamline. Can Exile5 really keep it up like this though, as we see 1 player, ofnu, not even been able to buy an AK now. That's how bad it's got on their side. They do have an awful lot of nades though, so they've still got the usability to try and get control of a site. It just depends if they have the firepower to lock it down afterwards.
They're going to go for a very quick play here, however, smoking off quad completely. And actually sends zewsy through rather than ofnu here. I, in this position, really like them to see, or like to see them drop that AK off to ofnu, so that he has some firepower on the HP rather than zewsy playing very high risk. That's exactly what they're going to do. Ferg is going to find 1, but look at this. They're just going to line up for Moey here. They trade 1 for 1 there, however, meaning that it's 4 versus 3, but look at those HP bars. 10, 69, and 79. Nova knows there's a player above him. He's probably going to get surrounded here. Finds 1 frag, and again, gets traded out. 2 for 2 now. They're going to get the bomb down here, however.
Molotov erupts in there, trying to get some damage off, but unfortunately it won't do much. And it's come down to 10 and 13 versus 9. Look at these HP bars, it's just ridiculous, and he's going to have to just tuck away, scuttle off and try and save it. He's not looking interested in going up against the 2v1 right now where he's this low. Doesn't want to risk losing the M4.
Yep, certainly so, which means this is going to be the 4th round now for Exile. And there it is, the chicken coop. Feels like you're watching television, but from the inside. You're watching like, yeah.
This is
you're
what it's
inside
like,
the TV. Yeah. Just peering out.
The Counter-Strike TV show.
Yep.
Sponsored by FACEIT TV.
Day 29 on DE Inferno.
Let's see what they're going to do against here. ofnu chucking away that flash, wanted to buy a different grenade it seems. deoxiDE, very aggressive play now. Once again on Banana, the nade's going down. Will it do a lot of damage though? Not this time, because there's no T's there to receive it. Moey on the angle on quad in case anyone does go aggressive early on. But they're just going to be trying to play a little bit of a different game this time around, playing it a little bit slower, seeing if they can get a pick and then roll with it.
Yeah, this aggression from Streamline early on towards Banana doesn't really give them too much, it has to be said, because we know that Exile put a lot of early resources towards this A site. Streamline could maybe play an extra play over towards A and allow one another to go rather aggressive towards mid, go for a quick pick, and then rotate back towards B early on in the round. But teddyt going to get flashed away here, as is Moey. He's pushing in on the quad, gets taken down. That's a 1-for-1 trade. That's teddyt going down as well. We're seeing the immediate rotate. It's just Nova left here. They know that this Streamline guy plays in pit. Clean headshot, as this looks like it should be a very safe 9-5 for the T's.
Yeah, they shouldn't really be able to do much here going up against this 4v2. Mont going to realise such, and they're just going to fall back and save these guns. Try to take it into the last round. Rest of Exile5 just locking down the site, realising what's going on, and then they'll probably just head out, see if they can maybe pick up a frag. There they go, doing a bit of Ramboing.
Streamline's money right now, I believe, is pretty poor. They've now lost 2 in a row. Yeah, so they're going to get 1.9k for this. We could see one player drop, but that's going to be about it. We can see deoxiDE drop. MoeycQ could probably pick up a FAMAS.
They're going to be spreading around the guns and see what they end up with. As the FAMAS you were saying, and a mag 7 buy for Mo. To the Banana side of things though, aggressive play once again. This time it will be countered by very aggressive play from the T's, an early Molotov to try force anyone back that was playing in car. It's nice to see from zewsy. Let's see if he can go huge now though, as he's dabbling around the site. He will be greeted by some CTs directly on the angle though, lying in wait to strike.
Yeah, Exile5 knew that Streamline were limited on their grenades, so they were able to get a lot of control over towards Banana. That's exactly what they've done with Dizzy getting the entry frag. They trade 1-for-1 on that B site. Nova getting one as well. Dizzy very, very low here, however. As the bomb gets picked up, and we're 3 versus 4. And after their start, Exile5 will be very happy with 5 rounds. At this stage, they'd love 6 just to close things out. But right now, deoxiDE is going to be the man to try and stop that. They've allowed Dizzy to get across the other side. They do smoke this CT off yet again. Ferg evens things out with the frag onto teddyt.
So let's see how this one will go. Should be able to get the bomb down here really without much contention. And there it is. He taps in those bomb numbers as fast as his fingers can go, and the bomb goes down. deoxiDE backing off, trying to regroup with his mates so they can calibrate this attack and go in as a tactical unit. But Ferg doesn't want that to happen as he fires away and gets the headshot onto Nova. Mo goes down as well. It's all on deoxiDE's hands as he goes in, and he goes absolutely huge with it. Gets the 3K and the defuse, and there we go. 10-5 are your scores of the first half.
Yep, really nice way for Streamline to end it there. deoxiDE going to be the guy to sort things out. As we'll be moving on to the second half, and Exile CT side was certainly where they were strongest on Mirage.
That is true indeed. If they can really play as we did see in the past, if they can repeat history again, lock it down and really play strongly, because it was a beautiful comeback for them, because really for the score they had, to come back that big was really crazy.
Yeah, certainly so. So we look like we're going to have a short delay while we grab the second half of this map up, but Exile5, this is where they need to come back. They're 5 rounds behind. If they get this pistol round, they're in a very good position to lock down this CT side.
Yeah, because we've seen how well they can play. Their entry fragging things seem to be lacking this time around,
yeah.
But as long as their CT side is still up to par and they can just completely blow away the opposition, it's going to be crazy to see.
Yeah, definitely so. Should we cut to a short break while we get this map sorted out? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yep, so we should be 1 or 2 minutes, guys. Don't go out. We'll see you in just a few.
someone who can always make a difference. You are who you are, and no one can ever change you. Don't wait around before it gets too late.
Alright, we're going to have words with producer Reese about this music, because that is disgusting.
Diving straight back in. We had a small problem with E-Bot, but do not worry, because Streamline are still racking up those rounds.
Yeah, the score now is 11-5. The scoreboard has reset. As Streamline grab themselves the T-side pistol here, which means they get these lovely MP7s to start things off and get their momentum going. We are seeing one AK buy come out from Nova, though, splashing the cash on that one after getting 2 frags early on. And how are they going to execute this?
A bit of damage off there onto Nova. Person wielding the AK-47. He's not going to be too happy with that.
Yeah, and something you said to me during the break is that these Australian teams love their scouts. We're seeing 2 here for Exile5. Ferg, though, wasn't one of them, but he'll get dropped nonetheless with that pistol and armor that he had. As Streamline moving towards this B bomb site now, putting 4 players over there towards Banana at least. Looking to get on in here.
As you were saying when you mentioned Scouts, Destiny going for the face, but all he was greeted by is a complete hail of bullets straight into him. And there's the rotate once again. The CT's going round to A. They've sold this fake very well. As long as they can get past ofnu, they have free reign of the B site. teddyt still selling it as he just fires bullets off. And oh my god, ofnu's running away as well. If they dare to right now, there's a welcome mat on B site. And they can have it for free. In they go, the smoke to block any retaliating CTs, but it doesn't go off in time as a lot of damage comes out. Finally, ofnu gets taken down though.
Yeah, it's now just zewsy and dizzy left. zewsy's going to save, as is dizzy. Just going to play super safe and take these 3.2k worth of weapons into the next round.
It's not worth throwing them away for nothing. And Streamline know they can easily blast them away. So they might be going for a bit of a hump. They'll be holding down this angle, seeing if you can find the exit frags. But everyone will play it smart. They'll all go the same way back down Banana. And they'll get out scot-free.
Yeah, they certainly will. Spraying towards T-spawn, checking all angles, making sure they don't miss anything. As now Streamline, now they'll start to pick up these bigger weapons. We have an AK being picked up for Nova. He dropped his other one to Munt because he was rolling in so much money. They've also got a full set of nades to go up against this full-on eco coming out from Exile5 here. As you see, with this scout, is going to get hit by a nade. That's 47 HP that he's left on. Only one tap from anything here will probably take him down, but it'll be Ferg, the first man to fall in this round.
Upside gets another one there onto zewsy as well. Can he make it the triple? If ofnu goes for the face, he will be blown away, and there it is. Bits of ofnu going about the place. The last 2 remaining CTs still chilling around at the top of Banana, seeing if they can find anything at all. dizzy going for the face with a 5-7 in hand. Can he at least get a kill here? We do see Mo is very low, and he will just back away.
Yep, Exile, they have no real need to save these 5-7 and or this 5-7 P250 and armor they have. They could potentially just grab some exits here with very minimal risk, because they will 100% have enough to buy here. Dizzy needs to peek sometime soon, while the Teddy is still focused on to Destiny here. Now, I feel as if teddyt really should have got that one early on, but there it is. Second one going to go down. That means we're at 13-5 in favor of Streamline.
Yeah, and this is Streamline really on point now, showing that they can do an awful lot of damage on Inferno. Can they clutch it out in these final few rounds, though, as we finally get into another bye? The M4s versus the AK, who will come out on top?
Well, it's going to be some smokes early doors towards the bottom of Banana, the deep smoke, meaning Exile5 can grab themselves some control at least. Mon already pushed rather aggressive up towards the top of mid, however.
Yeah, they've got a lot of mid control there. And Mo has a nice angle to stop anyone trying to sneak out from Banana and get a kill onto any of the backs of Streamline. That's a nice play. zewsy just trying to deter the T's there, throwing a couple of flashes off, and the re-smoke on Banana. Here they go now, though, setting up with the nades to try and go for the take onto the A site. And the nades fly. In they charge. Can they go big, though? CT's rotating around, trying to get to more advantageous angles. Tucked in behind that smoke, it's Dizzy. It's an awful lot of damage there.
That's two very quick frags, however. zewsy now is able to find one onto teddyt. He gets another onto Nova. Switches out for the AK. And look at how low these two players are. These could be very easy pickings for Exile5, and that's exactly what I was on about, as they have control of the bomb as well. It's just deoxiDE left now. destyNI has his eyes on the bomb. There it is. And Exile pick up their first real round of this second half. 13-6, still in favour of Streamline, however, and they can, of course, keep on buying. Mont there, very healthy, 7.7k. Probably drop for teddyt here.
Yeah, they should be able to splash the cash a bit, pick up a few guns.
They're thinking.
Here they go. So what they want to do here is play it smart once again. They don't really want to lose this round. If they can win this, this will hurt Exile5. Due to the fact they just won the previous round, it will really shatter their economy if they're able to crush it so early on. Aggressive play from Mo there on mid, going to push it up, pushing the waters as far as he can, seeing if Exile5 are going to retaliate, but this time they'll just opt to back out.
Yeah, also the fact that Ferg is only on a FAMAS just shows how bad Exile's economy is here, even after winning that past round. destyNI gets double naded there, didn't know whether to go back or move forward. In the end, lost about 20 points of health.
Nearly no nades at all for the CTs, really no usability. You have a flash and a Molotov. I mean, the Molotov might deter him for a few seconds, but that's about it as the smokes come in. A plethora of nades on the Ts. They will use them to their full advantage as they charge around now. Complete control of Arch, and they've got onto the site. There's a massive leak there. And they're firing back. Picks up the wallbang. zewsy still in pit. He will still attempt to do his job. He'll try and hold the A site, but he won't be able to. He's repaid by receiving a bullet straight into his cranium.
Dizzy does get flashed back, but again, look at this. destyNI full control of the bomb. He has no need to move right now. He has the lamppost guarding him, peeks out, gets one, knows exactly where the second is. Easy play from destyNI again there. Complete control of the bomb for the second round in a row. Just sloppiness there from Streamline.
It's really unfortunate for them that they've left the bomb in such a stupid position. Exile5 were able to really capitalise on that. Streamline once again forced into the eco. This should essentially be a free round for Exile5 if they play their cards right. A lot of mid aggression now. The nades rolling down. The mortar strike. And there's the double nade from Ferg. Blowing people all over the place. They've been blown straight into the third map. Mont facing at mid and he gets taken down as well. Nice frag from Dizzy there, and it's all come down to Nova. Trying to set him on fire. But instead they decide to just shoot him.
Yep. Certainly so, as Streamline now can buy up again here. They could grab an AWP from the hands of deoxiDE, but instead, nope, still set on these full AKs. Again, they have a good set of nades, and Exile5 also have that luxury. And it looks like, again, they're just going to play pretty standard here. 2-round quad side, 1-round arch, and not showing too much aggression towards Banana, just going to throw a few flashbangs, nades and smokes there, but not show any actual presence with weapons. Only now we see destyNI move on in.
Indeed. Maybe tucking in behind Banana and I smoke there so we can peek them from a nice little cheeky angle. He won't get much from it this time around though, as the T's are going to be wise to a play like that. They're not going to go for a face this early on. They don't have much of a reason to. Destiny still trying his cards, though, playing his way down. Can he go big here? They're all lining up for him. He begins to unleash a hail of bullets, but they won't connect to really anyone. And deoxiDE is able to pick up the frag. And look at this, a fast play now. If they decide to go for B, they'll be greeted by just one CT to try and defend it. The rest are going to be quick on their heels, though, trying to rotate. And they've decided to turn this train around. They get the pick onto zewsy, and the A site is completely open for them.
Yeah, it is, and they're going to capitalize on this. They're rushing up towards mid, leaving one player lurking B, which stops one player rotating. But now ofnu gets that frag. It makes it a bit easier. He is, however, very, very low. It's going to be 2 versus 4. As Streamline look to grab their first round in the past few. Bomb goes down. 35 seconds on the clock now as Exile5, they're just, are they unsure what site it's on? Or is ofnu just trying to save? I think ofnu's trying to save dizzy going for the exits here.
Yeah, he's very low HP, and I don't believe the money situation is too stellar for him. They actually do. I think they have a bit of a buffer, but it might not be enough for him to risk it. He's not going to be able to do a lot here. Might be able to pick up an exit if they do come from banana from a position like this, but he's going to have to be very, very lucky about it as he is so low. They could breathe on him and take him down. And the aggressive push there into runes. Will he catch sight of Nova? Yes, he will, and he's able to pick up the frag as well.
Yep, he certainly is. So they got one of the exit frags there, but it isn't really enough. Nova is going to get dropped to weapon here, I believe. So we're seeing Mont and Nova very low on economy, as is Moey. Everyone else sitting pretty. Ferg again on yet another FAMAS here. Not many nades to share between me. They're more so focusing on the smokes rather than anything else. Our XL5.
Nova dipping his toes in the waters, treading the water there, seeing what's going to happen if he works his way up banana. And at the minute, nothing is the answer to that because he's creeping up. When you get to the top, will he be able to find the frag? He'll be greeted by 2 CTs there, holding down the angle, wanting to retaliate. The bomb's working its way up as well. Everyone slowly creeping towards banana. They're completely backed off.
And something to remember as well, Streamline just need 2 more rounds here. And we go to map 3.
Here come the smokes. The execute is in play. Will they be able to do it though? Destiny in the back of the site. Bunkered in with that FAMAS like a turret. And he go huge. They have to run through the Molotov, taking a little bit of damage across the board. Here we go, into the site. And it all begins now. They will be able to get that bomb down, and they've cleared the site out quite efficiently. There's only 1 CT very close at the minute, sitting in jungle, and 2 charging up banana. There's already a T on the angle though to blow them away. And he is able to take down 1. zewsy gets the counter frag.
Yeah, they need to speed things up now, but it is just zewsy left. 1 versus 3. This is certainly on the table for him. He has to go for this. Otherwise it goes to map point. There it is now. 15-8. I believe is the scoreline. It is indeed. Match point now. Map point rather for Streamline. They get this. We move on to DE Cash.
Yeah, this is going to be big as we see the broken buy coming out from Exile5. A FAMAS 3 scouts and 157. They've got a couple of flashes and 1 smoke to work with. But will it really be enough to hold off these T's as Moey picks up a wonderful 1-tap there up mid? deoxiDE claims ahead as well. Can he get the second as he rapidly pulls that trigger? Yes, he can, shutting down zewsy. And it's not looking great at all for the CTs now. Only 2 players left, and they're dropping health rapidly.
They are. Nova needs to be careful behind him, though. Or maybe not. Just picks off Dizzy with so much ease there, and that is it. Streamline force us on to a map number 3. Really, really solid stuff from them, considering how they showed us on how they showed their skill on Mirage.
Yeah, that was a real flip of what we saw in the previous game. Both teams just trading roles there.
Yeah,
it was just complete powerhouse play from Streamline. And then I think we're just going to set things up for map 3, which will be Cash. It's going to be an interesting one.
It certainly will, especially considering how likened it is to kind of both these maps in a sense. Mirage and Inferno. Cash I see as kind of like the in-between, the middleman. It's focused around that mid-control. Very quick, easy rotations, much like Inferno, however. So both teams will certainly have their strengths with this map.
Yeah, it will be good to see. So stick around for that, guys. We'll be back after a short break with map number 3.